So I wanted to do like a chatty, wash my hair and retwist with me type style video. So we'll see how this goes. I need to wash my hair. I can typically tell. I go like every 2 weeks, sometimes sooner, but I had been very active. Like I could just feel it. I can just feel it that it's time for a wash. So I think it's been about 2 weeks since I had my last one. And I'm gonna retwist the top of my hair because I'm going out of town to see a friend of mine, and I know we're gonna be hanging out, probably B&Q. I know we're going to a winery, so I want to retwist just the top up here. The back, I'm like, it's just going. I'm gonna have to let it rock how it is, but because I don't want to retwist my whole head right now. I barely even want to retwist it on the top, but just for it to lay a little bit differently, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. But I don't want to retwist the whole head because I want to wait until my hair is time for me to retouch my roots, which is coming up soon. I wanted to do it next month, but I know I'm gonna do it at least before the year is up. So that might be, it could be anywhere between October and December. I'm gonna redo my roots. That'll be when I retwist my entire head. So that's kind of what I'm waiting for. But just doing the top won't really be a big deal because that shit will come out as I wash it or if I go swimming or anything like that. So yeah, I'm gonna wash my hair and I'll come back afterwards as I'm retwisting and everything like that. So BRB. I just got out of the shower, obviously, and you can tell I have shampoo all in my eyes because my eyes are so red right now. My hair is still wet. I washed it 2 times, so I'm going to give it a spritz with this leave-in conditioner that I use by Cantu. I'm going to do my skincare in the midst of me doing my hair as well. Well, before I get really started on my hair. Now with some rose water. So yeah, my skin looks a lot better. This is not a skin video, but it looks a lot better than it was last summer. I have like a lot of scarring over here. But when I tell you guys, it was worse. It was worse. And there's not as much on this side. It's a couple, but it was so bad. So just a lot of hormonal changes and whew, girl. So that was my vitamin C. So while that is doing its thing, I'm gonna add some oil drops to my hair. This one is by Miel, and then this one is another oil that I ordered from, she's basically a healer, and I just use it like a blessed oil. So this one is, the one by Miel is tea tree mostly, but it's for the scalp and strengthening the hair. So I'm just gonna drop a few drops. Take a little bit of this other one. Actually shouldn't be using this one because it has so much glitter in it. Gonna have glitter in my hair. That's never coming out. That tea tree feels so good on a freshly washed scalp. Let me tell you. All right, so now that my scalp is feeling all good and moisturized, I'm gonna finish my skincare. Gotta wash your hands first so you don't have hair stuff all over your face. I'm using the Dewy Skin Cream by Touch. You know what I'm trying to say. I needed that. Okay, the last thing that's going on is my sunscreen. Is it just me, or has everyone been wearing clear lip gloss a lot more than usual? I like one wear it with for anything, for any and everything, all day, anytime. All right, let me go put some clothes on. I'll be right back. Okay, so I have everything I need to go ahead and retwist my hair, at least, you know, just the front. That's all we're doing is the front, and just chatting. I think I'm just gonna freestyle whatever comes up, and we'll just go from there. Let me get some water. Just some extra water in case it starts to dry up, but I think I'll be okay just to get the top. Like, I just wanna do from up here and then the perimeter. That's it. So that shouldn't take me too much time. So let me clip this back. And I'm gonna spray it again with a little leave-in, especially down the locks, because I've been in water, I've been swimming, so they could use the love. And I'm not going to use anything this time because, again, This will be more like a soft retwist until I really retwist it after I touch up my roots. So I gotta get the direction because I do not want them being twisted in the wrong direction. So if I was in the mirror, it would be going this way. Okay, so that way. All right, so yeah, I just typically grab and twist down like so. Boom. Easy peasy. Not even doing like a hard palm twist or anything because I don't like to pull my locks. I don't like to pull them tight. I don't like styles and everything like that because I just, you know, I just want to be as gentle as possible with my hair. And that's something that I've never experienced before. And I think, you know, a big part of that is like, you know, for some people, right? Because we're so used to manipulating our hair and doing this, doing that, being rough with it, being frustrated with it, you know, giving up on it, talking crap about it, like wishing that you had a different grade of hair, wishing that it looked another way, wishing that it behaved like this. I wish my hair you know, all the things, right? I've been there. But never in my life have I ever been so gentle as I am with my hair now that I have locks. And my hair deserves it. My hair is delicate. My hair is soft, just like me. I want to be handled with love and ease and care. I don't need to over manipulate my hair to love it. I don't have to, you know, like my hair doesn't have to be performative for me to love it. Like it just like it does its thing. And I, you know, whatever it is, it just is. And it deserves to be treated with ease. It deserves the gentleness, the love, and the care, and not to be verbally abused by its caretaker. I'm just saying. So I'm very soft with my hair. I know some people, you know, they get their locks in. They want to do all type of styles. Baby, what I'm not going to do is ever tell somebody what they should be doing on their body. Do you. But I just want the same respect. People sometimes, like my aunt recently, she lucky I don't have a nice way to say it. I was like, I don't know how to say this without coming off like an asshole. But she was like, oh, you need to retwist your hair. And I'm like, no, I don't. But no, I don't. My hair is perfectly fine just the way that it is. If it's frizzy, that's my business. That's how I like it. I like when my hair is frizzy. I don't like when my roots are all showing and it's all super neat. That's when I like it the least. But not the least in like a, it's just not the way that I prefer my hair to be styled. Like it's nice, it's just not how I prefer it to be when it's like super fresh. But I was pretty much at that point where it was kind of like, you could go for a retwist. You could go for one. So I was like, I'm gonna just hit this front up because I don't know if we'll be, you know, we'll probably be taking pictures and shit because we haven't seen each other in a minute. So I did want to come on here. I'm hot. Let me make sure my air conditioning is conditioning. Okay, I turned the temp down just a little bit. Hopefully that kicks in soon enough. But I did want to come on here and have like a chattier talk while I twist my hair, because I feel like it's good to use your voice. It's good to use the throat chakra, which has been a huge theme for me this year. A huge theme for me, always. I always have to get in my throat chakra. I almost choked on a piece of chocolate this year, and that was like a huge sign. A huge sign. But it's not just because of that one incident, because it wasn't an isolated incident. Last year, I also had something with the throat where I got injured. And just my attention and focus was on my throat. And then I had a panic attack because I thought something was wrong with my throat. So like, it just wasn't because I chose. It was just like, okay, why does this keep coming up from my throat? And I just feel like stuff like that, it does not happen on accident, and it's meant for you to pay attention to and have an awareness and just look at it with a different eye. And my thing has been throat chakra, a big one. I mean, all of them, like, of course, obviously be balanced, but that throat chakra will be coming from my ass. All right, so I'm already gonna do the other side. That was mad quick. Okay. So some of these little babies over here are just so fragile. That's why I'm definitely soft with my hair. I'm like, they are just so fragile. Let me see. Okay. So yeah, I don't know. Sometimes I catch myself being so quiet sometimes. When I finally have the privacy and the alone time, sometimes I catch myself being so quiet. And it's like, oh my God, I don't think I've talked in a couple days. I don't think I've really talked or heard my voice. So I have to be mindful of that. Like, you see this one? She's just waiting to break off. Ooh, she is just waiting to break off. That one is. And this was also my last one to lock, but she's not strong enough. She's gonna end up definitely breaking. So I'm not gonna pull her. I'm just gonna let her do her thing. And I have a lot of new growth right there, so eventually it'll relock. I'm not really stressed about it at all. What was I saying? Oh, just going days without hearing my voice and talking to myself is a thing that I started really like paying attention to. Like, I don't know if I've always talked to myself. I'm not sure if I always have, but as of like 2020, I realized how important it was for me to talk to myself. Like, I have to hear my voice. I have to hear my voice. I have to hear like what's coming out, and I have to be mindful of it. And I need to connect with that part of me because it's so important. It's just so important. It's just like a part of my life that I talk out loud. And sometimes I'll record myself. Like, I have a lot of like video diaries. Obviously, like if there was more here right here, this would be its own log, but it's just too short. Like this hair is just too fragile right here. I don't even know what to do with that. I'm just like tuck it, something like that. But yeah, I have a lot of like chatty like voice notes to myself and video diaries and a lot of stuff like that. And then some stuff I don't record at all. Some stuff is just like straight from the dome. It's just for that one experience, and that's that. But it's absolutely changed my life. It's how I use my gifts, because I do channel for myself, channel from the divine. So yeah, it's very important for me. I discovered that, what was that, last year? But I think I always knew. I think I always knew, but it was just like disconnected from that part of me, because I think I would either gaslight myself about, you know, my gifts, or I just wasn't honing in on them. I wasn't being present. So now I'm just like wanting to really change that. I just want to change that. I just want to be more present and active with these beautiful gifts that we have, that we all have. We literally all have. We all have gifts. And it's just like, I say like a lot. I say like so much, too much. Yeah, I want it out of my vocabulary. But we all have these gifts, right? But we can let them go to waste by not being with them. That's why I say it's so important for me to talk out loud, because that's a part of my gift. Like, that is how I commune with the divine sometimes. And if I cut that part off of me, like, I'm cutting off a huge way of communication. And so whatever your gift is, same thing. Like, don't let it just collect dust. I have to constantly remind myself of that. Like, just don't let your gifts collect dust. That's not why they were given to you. And I often have to tell myself, they're not given to you just to like be all willy-nilly, and they're not just for fun. They're just not for play. Like, yeah, play, have fun, enjoy your gifts, but like, it's bigger than me. It's bigger than just me. That's what I have to remind myself, is that gifts of others gift other people. There's people who use their gifts and gift, that is a gift to other people. Whether that's through your talent, your skill, whatever it is, whatever your gifts are, they have the ability to touch others, and they're not just to be hoarded for yourself. I mean, some things, yes, keep sacred, but the bigger picture is that we're here to mirror each other. And that means when we use our gifts, that is going outward. That is being gifted to others just by utilizing our own gifts. I don't know if it does make sense. I have to stop saying that. It does make sense. I'm saying that word a lot, and I think that's what's irritating me. It's when I start saying the same words repeatedly. So yeah, that went a lot faster than I thought. So I'm gonna go do what I do and let this dry, and then when it dries, I'll come back and then we'll see how that looks, because I'm not dealing with the back. But yeah, I will return with the finished look. Okay, so my hair is not all the way dry, but I would say it's like 70%. It's like 70% dry. I'm like, so I just do not want mildew. And I think a couple pieces definitely have some buildup. Like this one, I think this is the one that's fallen apart. I don't know why I said that and then laughed. But like it has like a collection of Like, I don't know, like, is that mildew or is that buildup? Because if it was buildup, why wouldn't it wash out? But there was like another one or two that I saw with the same thing. And I'm like, what is that? Oh, here you go. Right here at the end, at the back. Same thing. There's like buildup right there. And I did a soak at the 2-year mark. So that's just really weird. Okay. So anywho, I'm just going to take these out. I'm like mostly dry. So again, this is not like a real retwist, but a soft retwist. I'm about to go to the store and I want these out of my head. But there's a thought that I was having before I got on camera. I really could have done more of these. Like I really could have. But it's really mostly about the top right here that I wanted to be retwisted. Yeah, that's it. That's perfect. That's perfect. Perfect, perfect. And it's about being insecure and target audience and young women and shit like that. Basically, there was something that someone tweeted like, y'all really be out here asking your partner to stop being friends with people that you're afraid that they're going to sleep with so that they don't cheat on you. And I responded to the tweet like, damn, I really used to be like that. It's kind of embarrassing, but growth. And I've been getting a lot of like hits on that tweet. And somebody was like, I always wondered how people come to that conclusion. And my response was deep-rooted insecurity and a lack of self-worth. A lack of self-worth. And the person asked, well, then how did you realize that you were worth more than that? And my response in answer to that was, what was my response to that? Oh, my response was that one day I just started peeling back the layers and I realized that I had been living in fear and the low self-esteem, like low self-worth. And then once I started digging and asking myself the hard questions and healing parts of me, it was, I had no choice but to face, like I had no choice but to face that. I had no choice but to face the traumas. Once I learned how to do what they call shadow work and, you know, dig in your childhood, dig in the parts of you that are the most painful, the dark parts of you that you want to bury away, that you don't want to, you know what I mean, expose. Like once I learned to go there, I knew that I was capable of healing. The thing is, I never thought of that as a problem because I always, like, I just thought that there's certain toxic behaviors, right, that I had that I just assumed and thought everybody, like, this was just normal. Like, this is just how we operate. But that's because I'm a product of toxicity, like some toxicity and trauma. And I was passing that. I was just living in it. I was living in it and I was passing it on. And that's, you know, one reason I'm so grateful that I got pregnant, even though the pregnancy didn't come to term. Getting pregnant for the first time ever was such a wake-up call for me. It was such a reality check for me because it allowed me to look at who I was as a being and look at if I wanted to be this type of human for another human. Is this the type of mother that I want to be for this human? So it forced me to look at all of my ways. And I really used to be like that. I really used to be so threatened by any woman that my ex really was friends with. And, you know, some people, you know, I was like, okay, like, you know, I think I can trust this situation. But because I was so insecure in myself, and there was, you know, I was so insecure in myself that, you know, I'm not saying like, you know, people in my past were perfect. I'm not saying that at all. There was things that people contributed to as well, but I was my own issue, not them. I never needed anybody to stop being friends with someone to make me feel secure. I needed to feel that for myself. So I didn't have that when I walked into, or when I was in any of my relationships. So how that looked was like that person being like, who is that? No, cut her off. Get rid of her number. You know, like, especially once that ring, listen, once that ring was on my finger too, I really thought I had some privilege to be like, I don't like that person, bye. You know what I mean? But I'm really proud of the growth and like not feeling the need to control anybody anymore. And, you know, when something happens the first time, next time, I won't be waiting it out. I won't be like, oh, it's cool. Like, you know, if you just do things this way, you know, I won't be like trying to manipulate the situation as much as I did in the past. Like, now I'm just going to take it for what it is. Now I'm going to take it for what it is. And that will be the way that I move. It will be in a much healthier way, not in a controlling, I own you, do this because it makes me comfortable type of way, because that is not healthy. So yeah, doing the work on myself changed my life. And I'm really curious to see how I'll be in relationships moving forward, but I really am not interested at the time being. So I'm not sure if I'll even get to test out the new healthier version of me anytime soon. So yeah, here's how my hair ended up coming out. I think it looks really good. I'm so glad I just did the front. That's all I wanted to do. It looks a lot better. Not that I, you know, again, I don't mind frizz, but it does give it a nice, like, updated appearance. I'm here for it. All right, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this chatty, like, I don't even know what I would call this. I'll figure out what I'm going to call this by the time I get to editing. But yeah, I wanted to do a hair video because I haven't had any hair content in quite a minute. So I felt like I can come on the timeline with some hair content so you guys could see what we're looking like. So yeah, all right, you guys, peace, be well, love you, bye.